Hello, everybody, wherever you may be. My name's Larry. My call sign's Kilo 7 Hotel November. Welcome to my ham shack. And welcome to Ham Radio Live Show number 40. Tonight, we're going to go on to 75 and 80 meters. Everything else is pretty slow. I mean, it's really been hit pretty hard. We do have the new MFJ 1026 that came in. Looking forward to doing the review on this. And if you're wondering why we would look forward to a review on a noise canceller, well, here's why. You see all the noise? It's just all through here. And if I turn off the... Now, this is currently using the ANC4 made by TimeWave. Okay, see now it all comes in. Pretty crazy, right? So if I turn it off, you see all that intensity pop up here on the top of the screen, and away we go. So there you go. Here's a nice QSO on 75 meters. Earlier, back when I was on my walk a few moments ago, had a chance to hear something on, 75. And it's not just 75, it's 75, 80. Usually you don't ever hear it on 40, 20, 160, but you will 75, 80. And I don't know why, but it does. If you want some entertainment, if you're really into some real weird entertainment, sometime in the evening, go on to some of the 75 and 80 meter frequencies. You'll hear some amazing things. This is one of the good ones. Some of the stuff they were talking about, I just wouldn't feel comfortable even putting on the show. I'll put it that way. All right. Well, tune around. Let's get the recam up. See if we can make a few calls. Say hello tonight to some folks. Most likely going to be West Coast calls.
I broke him finally. I had to hit him over the head with a breaker bar. Knocked some symptoms and they kept trying to kill me.
These guys have been talking about a back laminectomy. So one thing I will tell you that is interesting about hams, and I love this about them, is that they'll talk about everything. They do. They're good about it. By the way, just the color, it's just the color things you can use on the rig. A lot of preset colors. One of the things I wish the 101 did was that you could pick only your own colors. That'd be kind of cool, If you're running only your own colors, right? If you want green, that's a color I'd like. Green be cool. But green's not one of the colors they give. Just isn't. Here, I'll show it again real quick to you. The colors that they give you are pretty much right here. So you can pretty much change to any of those 18 colors. And, Yaesu kind of pre-designs colors for the direct sampling portion of the radio. And the direct sampling portion is the area you see in the waterfall area, okay? The narrow band SDR is actually the pass band, essentially the pass band you're working with. So it's that narrow area. That's why it's in that dark blue and kind of fades off to a white as it goes out. If it's real white, it means it's a very strong signal, okay?
Anyway, he ran over backwards on me and I got out of the saddle like I usually do, except they ran around and bit me.
Now, if I can see this pop up again here on, it's 3906, I think it was just about 10 minutes ago. It was crazy. I mean, they were playing music, which you don't do. By the way, on your test, there is a question for people who want to become ham operators. And it may seem like a trick question, and it's not. But it's important to understand why it is on the test. It has to do with playing music. Okay, music for the most part is copyrighted, and you need to have a license to be able to play it over the airwaves. Well, to combat that, what the FCC does is they say you can't play any music, but then you have a problem sometimes because technically, and we are a technical group, if you are talking to the International Space Station and they have some music playing in the background, could go over the air. Therefore, the only time music is ever okay to have on your station, during a a QSO, is if you're communicating with the International Space Station. Yeah, sounds like a weird answer, right? But it really goes down to licensing and, copyright issues. So that's really what it comes down to. And it would make you more of a commercial radio station playing copyrighted music. So they just get you out of there right away. So that's just a question that might pop up on your test. Keep in mind, only time that you can ever have music is if you're communicating directly with the ISS. There you go. All right.
In the face and split my chin open.
So we say a quick hello to these guys.
Put in the collarbone.
Kilo 7 Hotel November. Hello.
Send me up about 15 feet in the air.
Way
But it
too
didn't
low
break
on
any teeth,
power.
didn't break my collarbone, but I got a big
Forgot
scar right
about
across my
getting that
collarbone.
power back up.
And anyway, that was an exciting.
We'll just run 100 tonight. That should be okay.
Kicked me like football.
I've been kicked a few times. Once bad, I was doing this.
You could just
This
see the
horse
waves of
and had
RFI
it
here.
tied up on
Just
hind leg
all
too, but
these
that son of a
lines.
gun cow
See?
kicked me, and
Just the
that
way
was
it
the first
works.
time,
Just RFI.
in my left.
And it can be from anything. I mean, in this case, it's from a waterfall transformer, and it could be from a neon light, a plasma set. It could be from even LED lighting in your home.
The snow, and from that point on now, it's been having trouble with it.
Kilo 7 Hotel November for a quick hello.
I broke my ankle on a drilling rig. I had to work all rig. I was going to have to work 2 shifts. They wanted
These
me to
guys
work
might
16
be
hours. It was good. I had a
down in
broken ankle.
Texas, Oklahoma.
Anyway, I taped it all up. It was loose for a long time.
100 watts, think?
I had to keep that thing taped up all the time, or else it would, just turn over. But it's okay now. After 60
Most of these
years,
guys are just the nicest people in the world. They're just
55 or
great.
something like that.
Love talking to them folks. Kilo 7 Hotel November for a quick one to say hello.
Yeah, the band's going away again. Yeah, anyway, then after I got that horse
I
trained,
guess we'll
old Emmett Ragdale
get a
told me, he
little
said,
power.
Jimmy, he said, there's a quarter horse fire over
Go to
here looking for a
150.
champion quarter
That
horse.
should be enough, I hope.
He said he's looking for good stuff. And he said, bring your stallion over here, that stud over here, and let him see what he can do.
Kilo 7 Hotel November for a quick hello.
61, that's a lot of money. Then he
Back
offered me
on the
2,000,
LC
then he
and the
offered me
mic thing.
3,000 plus all half of the subsidies, and they were going to show him in the circuit, he said, I'm going to go all over this horse. And anyway, I accepted the $3,000 offer plus half the subsidies. And he said,
A little bit of the noise reduction here on the 101 MP, and the D's the same way. Same exact noise reduction. It's fantastic. Best I've ever heard on any reg, whether it's a ham or short wave.
I said, let me ride him one more time.
Listen, roll in.
And a guy
Here's
came
it
down
just
there
to
60
5.
miles an hour and run over me and the horse.
Right here. Let me move to
Where were you
7.
riding on a canal?
Listen,
What's
7.
You say you're riding on a canal?
Yeah.
So,
I had no place to go. And the guy run up there, home speed, horn, and run right over.
now bring it up a little bit to 12.
Anyway, I could have jumped him out there in the middle of the canal. But I had no place
Don't
else
really
to go.
need more than that. I mean, you can put in the
I
15,
didn't think he'd run over me,
but
Idiot. He broke the
you
horse's
don't need
hind
it.
leg
10, 11, 12 is good.
and rolled that horse over me 3 times.
And one other thing you do too, a good trick is to just narrow the pass band down. So
And I cut that horse.
bring it
pieces,
down to
rolling over.
2400
He
hertz.
rolling over me and he cut him. My hips were both
Even
out
at
of place. My knees were
2200,
out of
you don't
place.
have as much noise in the background.
My left
Cuts it
shoulder,
down.
I came out of place and hit my neck and almost broke my neck again. And I had to get, when I stood up, my
Just make sure they haven't heard us before we go.
I pulled it down and got it in place by myself. That popped like a, I can't tell you what, boy, that hurt. Anyway, so I went to the doctor's office. The guy had to pay for my horse $3,000 and I had to pay for all the veterinary bills and my bills.
Okay. So this is ham radio, guys. You know, a lot of it is waiting your turn.
Run into a horse like hitting a moose.
Yeah.
It's just,
I don't think you've heard us here. A lot of it is waiting your turn, being patient. And some of it is, you know, if it's contesting, being persistent and really driving home, you know, trying to get your call in and learning how the other person responds. If you're in a contest, right? If you're in a contest and you hear people responding to the first call that's coming in, if you've got what's called a pile up, which means a whole bunch of stations calling at the same time. Okay. When that happens, listen how the calling station returns calls back. If you hear quick, like the first call back, or you hear someone that calls late, or maybe someone that has kind of a unique style, okay? You'll figure it out pretty quick. Copy that. they'll probably come back to you most likely if you're in the middle of that pileup trying to call back. I think
Yeah,
we can load up another 50 watts, but
He was working drunk.
we'll try. Why not just say hello?
Broad daylight, huh?
And broad daylight.
Kilo 7 Hotel November. Hello, guys.
That guy, he just was so excited about him. And he got,
Nice guys.
Emmett got over there and he said, I'm going to show you something what this boy did.
Sounds like Texas to me.
Jimmy showed this man, whatever his name was, I don't even remember now. He just showed this man what that horse did. And I mean, I could make him chew just by, you know how you do when you can just by leaning in the saddle just a little bit. And just barely touching the bit. Anyway, I spun him both directions just like a song. I ran him this figure 8 and then circle and roll him back toward the outside every time. And I mean, and then I ran him and slid right up to him. And then I would give him verbal cues. I'd say back, and he'd run backwards. And anyway, I'd just say, you know, and I didn't have to touch the reins at all. I'd say, whoa. It's like, and it'd slide in, you know. Oh, he said that horse is something else. He said, did you train that horse? I said, yeah, I trained. Anyway, that's when he started making me the offers. I probably could have got more than 3,000 for him, but we settled at 3,000. I didn't get the money. He signed the affidavit that day. He was mad. When I come back here, the horse limping and me tore all of.
All right, we'll go ahead and just move on from here. Another station over here. I just want to make sure on this 3906, we're clear. That's where I heard the real interesting stuff, to put it mildly.
No problem. Anyway, so what's going on, Jim, with 39
And if you listen almost any night, you'll hear it. Any night, 7580. It can be interesting. Hey, Boyd, how are you? Welcome, Kilo Oscar 4. Germany, Japan, Oscar. What a pleasure it is to see you, Boyd. Welcome to the show. Glad to have you. Welcome to Ham Radio Live. Just hanging out. Not much happening. 40 meters is pretty dead tonight. And 20 wasn't great today. So 80 is still good. Yeah, a little bit on 80. 75's has been interesting, I'll tell you that, Boyd. It's been quite the conversation. Put it that way. So this is coming from the Pacific Northwest. This is off of Yaesu 101 MP. And this is off of a high gain AV 680 vertical. Ooh, wait a minute. A little bit over here. Yep. I keep waiting to see if these guys come back at 3906. Because I'll tell you, that was some stuff. That was some something there that you don't want to get caught doing in the air. In fact, one of the guys is on there and he's like, look, you know what? We're recording this and, you know, we are going to turn this in because it was stuff you just don't say on the air. You don't do it. Welcome to 7580 meters. It's not the worst place in the world. It's just different. A lot of guys who've been doing it for a long time and they're loyal. A lot of the nets. And they've done it for years. And they're great people. It's just that unfortunately some people that are, you know, not the greatest people get involved and they mess it up. And they shouldn't. That's too bad. See over here real quick. We may jump down to 80 real quick. If we can't do anything here. And then we'll call it good. I think our guys from Texas are still talking. I bet they are. Nice guys.
It got most of its miles from 3 trips back and forth to Pensacola, and that's where a majority of the miles got racked up on it. And we talked about, you know, what do we do about finding a new one?
Notch this out.
We like to have one. Of course, the Hyundai, I think it is
okay.
kicking Toyota.
Here's something good to explain to folks who are not into ham radio but would like to learn about it. There's a thing called a notch filter, all right? Here's a good example of when you'd use one. Listen carefully. You're going to hear a high-pitched tone. Hear it?
In fact, we'll have higher insurance than we have now. A lot of
You can hear the guy's voice, but there's a way to get that out of there. And most radios have these. They're called notch filters. You just simply press the notch filter button in, you notch it, you're going to hear it change. And then you just tune it in. See, now if I tune away from it, you'll hear it come back. Hear it come back? But that's notching it right out. So in essence, the radio is smart enough to be able to get right to the point where that offending tone is and just notch it out of there. That's all. Notch it back out again. That's how it works. And the people will still be back there talking. You're not going to lose any of that. You're just going to lose the offending carrier noise. Got a little guy right here, by the way. It's right there.
One of my real good friends, what's his name? He had one of the boys. He had one of the dogs.
You can hear some of the greatest stories on 75 and 80. Really can. Tell you what, let's move quickly down here to the 80-meter band. We'll take a quick look. You see how the bad noise hits right in here from the waterfall pump next door. Just kills me. But it is what it is. And it makes it difficult to find signals because, quite honestly, there's so much noise that's in the signal, period, that you have a hard time clearing it out. We put the ANC4 back in, try and eliminate some of it. That's the noise. That's RFI. There's again. Yeah. So we're working on ways to try and fix the problem next door. Hopefully. That'd be nice. It's amazing what a little waterfall pump volume controller can do to a radio. It really is. Just about anything. Geez, you can get a, just get a simple plasma television there in one of these and no good. All right, so we're into the digital modes here. Let's go down to 160. Let's see what's happening. Sometimes you can see some 160 stuff, and that's kind of fun to see. I love 160. 160 is fun. There we go.
I think he needs a microphone switch, you know.
Let's see if we can say hello to these guys. These guys are, for the most part, in the Pacific Northwest. They're here in Oregon, Washington, and you'll also hear them in California. A good group of guys. They're up at 1992, and the thing about 160 meters, it's top band. You need a long antenna for it. Typically, 700 to 800 miles is normal. You can work longer, and when the sunspot cycle, sunspot cycle comes up, you can go a long ways. There's a reason why I stutter. I have to tell you. The equipment that I use, it's through the digital to analog, other way around, analog to digital interface box, gives me my voice, but it also gives me my voice in about an 8 to a quarter second delay. So I hear an echo constantly. So I have to concentrate exactly on what I'm saying, and sometimes I get stuck with what I'm hearing. So please forgive me. When you hear me say some words, it's like, huh? Or he doesn't quite get the call sign right, huh? Okay. Now you know why that happens sometimes. Let me get you back to the rig here. We're on 160. Let me tune up. We'll say hello to these guys real quick because they are a good group. We've said hi to them in the past. We spoke with one of them that's in Castle Rock, Washington. I think we had one from Ephrata, Washington as well. We'll see what's going on. Just enough room there to get them on 160. So this is tuning up on the MFJ 9998, 998. And away we go. Hello there, Kilo Papa 4, Mike Delta. Thanks for coming. Appreciate you being here. Very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. We're going to tune here on the dipole. Don't know why we had a problem with that one. The vertical usually tunes no problem, but we'll give it a shot. So thanks for being here in California tonight. We're going to try and reach out maybe to California. We'll see if we can reach down there on 160. It's always nice to reach on 160. Love to use 160. Nice. It's always nice. All right, here we go. All right, let me move the VFO just a moment. Sorry, got a little bit of a hiccup here. And back there, and then away we go. Okay, no, we're still too much on the SWR end. That's interesting. Hold on. This has got me perplexed. It shouldn't be doing this. So let me move over here to 1982. We'll go down 10. And then we'll tune again here on. And it instantly tunes. Like it should have to begin with. Okay. Okay, now we're right on the frequency we should be. And now we'll go back and do it again. All right, good enough. Again, it's just making the radio happy with resonance. That's all. Good group of guys here on 1992. They're a good group.
Well, I just wanted to see if I still had my ability to read the tone frequency.
That's great. Kilo 7 Hotel November. Ooh, no power. We need every watt we got here. So if you guys found the bands pretty dead, I have found them to be exceptionally, the last couple of days have been pretty rough. It's been pretty rough.
Well, I'm getting a little leery with my hearing getting as it is that I'm losing my ability to be accurate in reading tone.
Okay. Kilo 7 Hotel November. Good evening, guys. Just here to say hello. It's Kilo 7 Hotel November, the guy with the short antenna, remember? Larry. That's okay. It's Larry, Kilo 7 Hotel November. Thought I'd just come by and say hello, guys. Had you on the show real quick. Wanted to say hello again. 73 to y'all from Oregon. Kilo 7 Hotel November. Clear. Love those guys. Yeah, Independence, Oregon is my QTH. Yeah, we got some guys. Yeah. We're about 65 miles southwest of Portland. QSL? Yeah. Going to be tough. See, we've got a short antenna. I love these guys. You know, on 160, I think this is my favorite group. I love these guys. They're nice guys. Roger that. Well, thanks a lot, guys. I'll let you run. Thanks for a lot. Thank you very much. 73 to you. You guys be safe. We'll check in on you again soon, okay? All right, sounds good. We'll just end the YouTube show here shortly, and I'll come back and say hi. Thanks again. 73, Kilo 7 Hotel November, clear. Yeah. Good guys. Good guys. That's the guys, you can usually find them. If you like WebSDR work, you like to go on the WebSDR, hit the KFS one in San Francisco, Half Moon Bay, and you'll pick them up easy. Simple. Yep. On 1992. They're real good. Real good group of guys. And also, I understand we should try and see if we can find the, what are they called? The flying monkeys? Flying something. Gosh, I can't remember the name of them now. We had them last week. Remember? Oh, the flying. Now I've got to remember it. The flying. Drives me crazy. I can't remember. There's a good group of people in the Bay Area, too. And I can't remember where I worked them once on 160. They were real nice guys. I mean, They're right there in the bay, and good guys, just patient with a guy that's got a short 160 antenna, you know. And you can be creative with an antenna. I mean, you can make bends in it. You can, mess around with it a little bit. Anything that gets you on the air is helpful. That's all you got to work with. If you do that, great. It works, right? You didn't hear me in Sacramento? Well, what the heck? You know why? I think it's 92 feet of wire. I'm only, what is that? 120 feet short of making a real 160 antenna. I'll tell you what, we'll move up. Tell you what, let's go ahead and let's try. I'll get you in Sacramento here. Let's go up to if you'd like to work, I'll be happy to hear you. I'll be happy to work. Let's work. If you're up on 40, let's go up to 40. And let's hit up to see if I've got noise here. Sounds like I do. There we go. It's pretty quiet there. Let's try 7177. Let's make sure the frequency is clear. Is this frequency available? Kilo 7 Hotel November. Boy, that's way off. Now we'll do what's called tuning in the antenna. That's a good idea, right? Tuning the antenna. Oh my goodness. I need some rest. It's been a long day. Okay. So we'll retune here real quick on 40. And I'll let you know, we do have the MFJ 998 tuner working for us, but we also have the MFJ 1026 coming, and that's coming tomorrow's show. We're going to do a direct comparison with the MFJ 1026 against the TimeWave ANC4 noise cancellation. Those noise cancellation devices that help you to get rid of that nasty RFI noise like I have right there. We'll put it to the test. We'll see how we do. Is this frequency available? This is Kilo 7 Hotel November. Now we'll bring some power up. Let's go to 110. Is this frequency available, please? This is Kilo 7 Hotel November. And should be good. So, I'll tell you what. Kilo Papa 4, Michael Delta, if you're available, 7177. I'll call a CQ. We'll see if we can hear each other. Conditions have been pretty bad, but it can work pretty good in California. CQ 40. This is Kilo 7 Hotel November. Kilo 7 Hotel November calling CQ. CQ on 40. CQ 40 meters. This is Kilo 7 Hotel November. Kilo 7 Hotel November calling CQ. CQ40 live on YouTube's Ham Radio Live. This is Kilo 7 Hotel November calling CQ on 40 and listening. Let's try that. For the 24. Oh, something. Hold on. Oh no. Oh, 40 skipped too long. Okay. Let's try on. Let's go 75. How's that? Let's run 75. So I'll go up to, let's see. I got so many choices. Not really. Let's go to, I don't want to mess on somebody here. Hold on. Let's go 3848. Okay. So, hey, there you go. Yep. 3848. Let me tune 3848. We'll see if we can say hello. Shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, we should be able to go okay. Usually though on 40, I can do pretty good in California, even to do the Sacramento area. Love Sacramento. My wife is, we lived in Citrus Heights for a long time, so I know the area pretty well. Is this frequency available? This is Kilo 7 Hotel November. Let me move over to the vertical real quick. Gives me a little less noise. which is weird because typically it's the other way around. But verticals will give you more. Just turn the ANC noise canceller off. Oh, hello. I think we got something. Get you tuned in a little bit. Kilo Papa 4, Mike Delta. Kilo 7, Hotel November. Is that you? I got SWR screaming at me here, buddy. Just screaming. Let me go back and tune one more time because something's not happy. I don't know why, because I tuned once. It's like, why are we tuning again? Okay, because I changed the antennas. That's right. Of course. There we go. All right. Little compromised now on my power, but we'll work with it. Okay, so I'll go to 100. We should be okay. I'm not sure if that's you on frequency or not. Is that you on frequency, Kilo Papa 4 Mike Delta? I'm not sure. It's so choppy. It's just, and it's not anybody's fault. It isn't. It's the fault of it's the fault of Nextdoor. It's the fault of that machine. It's that blasted RFI machine, I mean. All right. Kilo Papa 4 Mike Delta. I think this is the first QSO we've had live on YouTube live from the channel. Hey, man. Nice to see you. How are things in Sacramento tonight? So much fade. Just went to 3 different antennas. I think the vertical is going to be the best. It's such a tough copy, and it's too bad. It's just the conditions. Kilo Papa 4 Mike Delta. We're going to call this a 5-1. 5-1. I'll give you 51 because, and you know what? Honestly, my meter's not moving, but you know, it's not you either. It's just the conditions. You know, the conditions are awful, and I'm fighting an RFI problem. So this is really so cool to talk to you, man. I'm very happy to talk to you. Thank you. Let me bump up the power just a little bit. I can got your comment here. It's a little bit weak, so let me see if I can give you some more power down there. Hang on. All right, so let's see what we do now. Maybe it'll be a little better. Now, this will give you a good idea, too, in terms of down in Sacramento, the difference between 100 and 200 watts, right? There's really not. There's only half an S unit, really, but let's take a look. Kilo Papa 4 Mike Delta, Kilo 7 Hotel November. Do you copy? Okay, over. This poor guy. I want to make this call. I'm tweaking every little button I got here. Hang on. Don't give up. Don't give up. Kilo Papa 4 Mike Delta, Kilo 7 Hotel November. Thanks for coming back. Let's try again here. Why don't you tell me about your rig and stuff? I'm going to try and tune you up here a little bit. Roger. Okay, Kia Papa. Sorry. Whew, this echo in my headphones. I'm just going to take one ear off. There you go. Kilo Papa 4, Mike Delta, Kilo 7, Hotel November. All right, brother. Well, thank you. Thank you so much for calling in on the show. I appreciate that. We're going to work on a night that it's not like this because this is just terrible. I mean, like we all know, it's been bad the last couple of days and nights. It's been bad. So hang in there. We'll do it. We'll get it done, okay? And thanks for watching YouTube Live. I appreciate that very much, okay? Kilo Papa 4, Mike Delta, Kilo 7, Hotel November. All my best and the very best from the Northwest. God bless you. You take care, brother. Bye-bye. What a treat. That's the first guy from the show that called in, came, hey, let's work. And he did. And he came in and we could hear him. And by gosh, I'm logging that. I am. Because that right there means the world to me. That's pretty cool. You know, whenever you can talk to somebody anywhere and say hello, especially, I love Sacramento. I love the area because it's an area very familiar to me. Used to live down that area with my wife in Citrus Heights, just east of the city. So I want to thank you, Kilo Papa 4, Mike Delta. Thanks for being a part of the show. We will, we'll log that one in the old loggeroo. And in the meantime, I think what we'll do is we'll probably call this one a night, wrap it up, but we'll keep it. We won't trash it. Coming up, we're going to work on this guy right here. This is the MFJ 1026 noise cancellation device. Now, there's two of them. They make two. One of them is the 1025. Okay, the 1025 comes without a phase noise preamp. Okay, the 1026 has the preamp. So that's really the difference between the two. The 1025 is a little better, I think, than the ANC4 as well because the gain is a little bit more on the phase antenna, which is what you want. You want more gain for the phase antenna because you want to knock out the RFI. The 1026 gives you a full preamp. So we'll give that the test tomorrow against the RFI nightmare that we see right here that looks like jail bars. And hey, we'll go from there. So there you go. Thanks for watching Ham Radio Live Show 40. I want to thank Kilo Papa 4 Mike Delta as well as our good friends up here. Kilo Alpha 7, Victor Union. Yeah, Victor Union. Had to think for a moment there. I was like, is that a 5 or is that a 3? Okay, well, there you go. Okay. Thanks for being on the show, guys. Appreciate it very much. It does mean a lot. God bless you guys. We'll see you soon tomorrow for show 41. We'll do the MFJ 1026. Also, one of our viewers, Ward from California, sent us a very cool ballad. It's going to help you reduce noise. We'll put it to the test and we'll give you an idea of how well it works. Plus, coming up, the Chameleon 2.0 receive loop antenna. You have an ICOM 705, maybe a KX3. You go out in the field, like to do some backpacking. This is your antenna. We'll be testing that live, doing some reviews work on that. And without further ado, very shortly, the HAL parametric receive audio system. In fact, all the audio you're hearing is from this system. Before we go, hold on. Let me show you real quick. I know it's not a really great example of this because it's not, I don't know, it's not really super good. I guess it could be easier is what I'm saying. Boy, this RFI is bad. Hold on. Okay, I'm going to try and get you a real weak signal because this is where you really notice it. Its value, the value of the PRAS. Let me do this real quick. If you have a weak signal, okay? Here's our friends at 1992, right?
They call it a stove. I call it
now
a
listen.
fireplace. It looks like a wood stove, only it's gas. It's got the little logs in it and all that kind of stuff.
That's just adjusting mid-frequency. That's just the mid-range. Bring it up a little bit.
What you call a smart fire control.
We're at 800 hertz right now. Go to 1 kilohertz.
In here, and I want to bring it up to
And that's just the difference of 200 hertz right there between 800 hertz and 1 kilohertz.
And it comes on
800,
very high, very hot, and as the
1
temperature
kilohertz.
comes up,
No gain. It's just adjusting the mid.
the temperature sensor in the
And that's up at 2.5 kilohertz. So that's the magic. It's in the preamp of this system. All the noise, Noise. Wow. Until I'm tired. All of the rig audio is coming now through the PRAS system directly into the YouTube feed. So what you're hearing is enhanced audio from the Heil. So let me show you real quick one great example. So I want to show it on a weak signal. This is pretty solid signal. Let me move you over the rig cam real quick. I'll show you real quick. Camera 160. Hold on. No. All right. So let me bump you down. Well, I don't want to do that. Let's do this. Scope to 7. So we'll be up at 40 meters. Usually find someone right down here. Yep. All right.
K6MYC in the group W5BY and Mike. I want to talk to you about construction.
Now, you can barely hear this guy, right? Now, there's a lot of fade. I know that, but listen carefully. When you adjust the power of what this does for you to hear signals just by moving the mid-range. Listen. Your normal rig is going to sound somewhere right around here. And what I'm doing is I'm flattening everything out. Okay? There you go. All right. So if we bring up everything and we bring up your high and your low, okay, we bring that mid totally up, so you got that either, you're at 50% in both high and mid. I mean high and low. Now we move the mid range. Listen. Now that's halfway up.
Oh no.
And again, I'm not touching the gain. I'm not touching any output. I'm just adjusting the mid-range. Now take a look at the meter. It isn't really moving. I mean, most of it's noise. But take a look. There's 1 kilohertz now into mid-range, and it brings the signal up. That's what this really does well. It really does. I think that the PRAS by Heil does a great job of doing that. But the other thing it does, I think, is it makes it easier for armchair copy and being able to listen for longer. I just find it more pleasurable to listen to, and that's without the extra speaker. Now, if you buy the Heil HPS 5, you're going to love it because it's a tuned enclosure with a dual woofer and tweeter, and it's all tuned for this system, so it's going to sound great. It's a great system. I mean, I found this, and I paid for it. I mean, I'm telling you, because it helps ham radio operators, and if it helps all of you, I think I've done the job that I'm supposed to do, because I'm here to make a difference, not to sell products, truly. So that's Heil PRAS EQ, and the HPS 5 speaker is optional. They used to sell them as a pair. It used to be sold as a full package. Now they've separated the two for folks that maybe don't need the EQ to start with, or just want to buy the EQ and not the speaker. Yeah, it's really cool. I mean, that's the rig audio you're hearing here, and it's pretty bad conditions. So let me try and get one more weak one for you. Hold on. Weak one, right there. Might be too far there. Yeah, he's too close to the RFI. Just too close there. Yeah, we tried. So it's one of those things, guys, that if it does help you, I'll certainly let you know. And if it's something that I don't find helpful, I'm going to tell you, because quite honestly, I mean, I got to sleep with what I do during the day, and I want to be honest with y'all during the daytime. So God bless you. See you next time on Show 41. We'll do the MFJ 1026 shootout against the TimeWave ANC4 noise cancellation devices, one against the other. We'll see who wins. Until then, take care, everybody. Have a wonderful evening, and thanks for watching Ham Radio Live. Goodbye, everybody.